as human beings, we're prone to imitate, to emulate others. This is how we are. Many of the ideas that we develop, and the customs and the traditions and the way we do things, we acquire by looking at what people do. Not necessarily by what they say. It's important to move from the area of theory and words to the area of application and action. This is what matters the most. This is what generates and brings out one generation of Muslim after another that has pride in their Islam, that has understanding that is deeply rooted in the tradition of Islam. A generation that will not cower against pressure, that would not crumble, but that would stand up in pride that they are Muslims. Those are the ones that would lead a paveway, and the most important aspect of developing that generation after generation is implementing our teachings. In our homes, in our schools, in our institutions. That is very important. It's our nature to follow what we see. The Sahaba radiallahu anhum understood this very clearly. I'll give you one example of Umar ibn Khattab of how he understood this. Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhum, when he'd ever want to order the people with something, he would gather his relatives, his family members, and he tells them, I will order the people do something, and you will be the first to obey. Because people look to you similar to how the prey birds look at a meat when they're standing, other birds. If you fall into the impermissible, they will fall with you. If you obey, they will follow you. Once again, it's our natural to follow the things that we see around us. This is why it was implemented in Islam to order what is good and forbid what is evil when it goes into the public space. Because if we don't, then what is wrong will spread and will be more obvious and people will imitate it. Once it's in the public sphere, it is our business. It is. And each one would do it to his extent of ability. That's why the Prophet ﷺ said, change it by your hand, or your tongue, or your heart. Change it by your hand, which means you have the capability of doing it. The restriction, the capability, the permissibility. If not by your tongue, say it. Mention it. If not by your heart, which means you don't stay in that area, you depart from it.